Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your social media compass. I am joined here with my good friend Steven, and we're going to have a really great conversation today. Say hi, Steven.
Hello. How's it going?
It's going great. I love your enthusiasm this morning.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so why don't you tell everybody, who you are, what you do, where you're from, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff. Well, I'm Stephen out of just west of Calgary, Alberta, and that's in Canada if you've got a wider audience. And I am an older. I am in my 71st revolution of the sun. And I'm enjoying my life through a legacy lens. And what I'm attempting to do is help other olders to live a great life, an extraordinary life, to age confidently using this legacy lens as well. And that's what I'm interested in. That's what gets me up in the moment and gets me going during the day. So that's a little bit about me.
I love that. I specifically love your tagline on LinkedIn. It's guiding olders to elders, solo aging to become mentors on the path to live their extraordinary legacy life. So I love that. Tell me, how do you go about that? Like, give us a summary.
Well, the key is that if you're going to age confidently, then it's important to remain relevant because sometimes as olders, we tend to drift away somewhere and we might go into isolation and that brings out mental health issues and that. But if you actually turn and you say, hang on a minute, I have lived an extraordinary life. I've got all of this knowledge and skills and a willingness to help others. Oh, I could mentor, couldn't I? Yes. All right. Well, then how do I mentor? Oh, I don't know how to do that. Well, that's where I can come in and help out. We have what's called the International Mentoring Community, and we can help you figure out that education approach called mentoring and get you going. But it's important to figure out that legacy lens. And I have what's called my side of desk card game. It's a way for me to remind myself about how to play this living legacy life game. It's unfortunate we can't actually see it, but you're going to have to believe I got a whole bunch of white cards over to the right of myself by my coffee cup, and I'm always playing this game beside myself and using it to interact with the world online.
Amazing. I love that. How do you normally promote yourself?
I promote myself primarily through YouTube. I'm attempting to crack YouTube, and I actually have 3 channels that I work with, and then I support it through LinkedIn connections and then over to Pinterest. Now, the other channels are there, but I've taken a bit of a leave from them to get this whole YouTube world up and working for me. So that's my primary focus.
How many subscribers do you have on YouTube right now?
I've only got 324 on my main channel. I'm going for it. I'm doing what I can. I've got something like 900 videos up, so we're gonna have to see what we can do.
Yeah, because I always tell people I feel like the views are more important than the subscriber count.
Yes. Yeah, and that's what I'm attempting to do. So I'm testing all different kinds of formats and using the shorts and the longs. And now they've got that new system, about 3-minute ones. And so I'm playing, see what'll happen.
Good. I love that. Do most of your customers come from social media? Do they come from other avenues?
Well, I think they're coming in online through the browse search aspect of YouTube. I actually moved from a very deep consulting practice in mergers and acquisitions and team and group development over more into this legacy life. I played with it for a while, but so I would consider myself starting up again online. So this is some new territory for me and giving it a good solid go.
I love that. That's amazing. That is really amazing. Yeah. Do you have any tips on how to be more confident when you're filming videos?
Ooh, I think the key goes back to voice, authenticity, mastery, and position, VAMP. And when you understand your voice, what you want to share, and you're doing it in a authentic way, in other words, you're authoring your own life, you're being authentic, and you're doing it through some sense of mastery, is that you have the knowledge and skills to go with that. But I think key here is position, is really understand where you are in your life, what it is that you want to do, what it is you're working from. And if you can figure out that vamp, then you can figure out the process, and that would be called vamping. And one of the things I remember is that if I don't do any of those correctly, I get into some angst or anxiousness. Well, ire is another way to talk about being anxious. So I don't want to become a vampire.
Do you script your videos before you film them, or you kind of just go with the flow?
It's a mix. I would say there is, for the longs, I probably do a little bit more scripting, but I'm going, well, my shorts are not, but this medium one, this new system that they've just brought out, I think I'm going to do a bit of a mix on that one.
Amazing. I love that. Have you gotten any interesting opportunities from being on social media that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise?
At this point in time, maybe the podcast like yours, the vlogcasts, and being a guest on a number of different programs. But I wouldn't say that anyone has come to me like a big influencer or anything like that. But I know that I've had some really interesting opportunities with those I work with around topics like kindness and human freedom. So I've had some great conversations. I just got to get a little bit more active in that influencer world, I guess you might call it. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. How long have you been making videos and everything like that?
Oh, the channel, I got started about 12 years ago, but I was just playing around at the time. One of the videos that got the most views early on, and still does every once in a while, I videoed the taxi cab trip from the hotel to my office in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. And that has gotten, I don't know, about 20,000 views. And I always smile when I look at that one and I go, wow, that's interesting. Maybe I should do more of those videos of me driving around. And so I've thought about that as a channel, but I'm not going there just yet.
Yeah, because numbers don't lie. Like they could teach you so much. And sometimes
Yeah.
you'll go into filming something and you may
Yes.
think, you know what, this may not be the best, but we'll see how it goes. And it ends
Yep.
up taking off.
Well, another one is I videoed the rainstorm from the office window when I was in Addis Ababa, and that got quite a few thousand views as well. But yeah, you just never know. That's true, Jacqueline. You never know.
Yeah. I also tell clients and even myself, like views and subscribers don't always equal business because you can have 500,000 subscribers and 10 clients. Or it could be the other way around. You could have 10 subscribers and dozens of clients.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping to do. I have made my list of what I want to achieve from the number 1 to 100 million. And I have a little card that sits beside my computer that I look at that goes, oh, okay, that's what I want to do as I climb that ladder.
Yeah, there's a few creators, on YouTube in the podcast space that I don't subscribe to because I don't love all their videos, just personal preference. But I'll check in on them every once in a while to see if there's anything of interest.
Yes, I do the same. I have one of my channels that I use, and I go and look at what other people are doing, and I grab them and subscribe to them on an offside channel. And then I go and review them and find out, oh, okay, that's an interesting take. Ooh, didn't see that one coming. And so I continue to learn that way.
Yeah, because just like it's life. Some content creators, you don't love all their content, but you'll love it occasionally.
Yeah, that's true as well. I'm hoping to get to a point where everyone loves everything I do.
That is very good advice. But like at the end of the day, like I feel like you can't be for everyone, you know? You have to know your audience and respect that. Because I feel like if you're for everyone, you're almost for no one, if that makes
True.
sense.
Yeah, and there's some truth in that. And with the aging story, I think there's sort of like three main audiences, for example. One is the companion agers. In other words, you have someone that you're living with by whatever status that might be. Then there's the grand agers who've got the grandkids, and then there's solo agers. And I'm in the solo ager category, traveling by myself, have been all my life. So sometimes the grand agers or companion agers don't always get me, get my humor, get my insights. Yeah, yeah. But sometimes they do, and they come in and they like it or make a comment or two. And so it all works out.
Yeah, and it's like a personality thing as well. Because I feel like we like watching people that we relate to. It's like we have similar humor, we have similar mannerisms. You know, I want to keep up with their content. They seem really nice. I like that.
Well, on my one channel, my younger, older, elder, I'm always in a hoodie. And not the hood up, but I'm always wearing a hoodie. And I do that because that's just sort of how I am. I'm working in my office. I'm down in the basement beside a window, and winter's coming on, so a hoodie works well. And so I've had some people go, "You're always wearing a hoodie. What's going on?" That's why.
I'm wearing a hoodie right now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. No, it's so convenient because if you get too hot, you could take it off and have your t-shirt underneath. Like, you get a little
Yes.
chilly, you just put it back on.
Yeah, and that's how I'm just comfortable in my hoodie. Now, one of my other channels, I put my jacket on, but this main one that I work with, I'm a hoodie guy. Hoodie guy.
I'm a hoodie kind of gal.
Yep. Great.
Yeah, I have a few that I wear constantly, and then I have 10 that I never wear. But they're just things.
I'm not quite at that number, but yeah, most of mine are black brown, and so that there's a consistent there. And yeah.
Yeah, the one I'm wearing now is gray with like little specks.
They are, and I'll take comfort when I'm sitting here at the computer and playing around all the time. So yeah.
I know, because now that so many of us work from home, like the style and dynamic has changed of quote unquote work attire.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, one of the other things that I do is that if I really like a channel, like an adventure channel or something like that, I'll usually buy a hoodie from them.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, their size of hoodie doesn't always go with the size that you think it is. And sometimes they don't have big enough ones. So I'm a bigger, taller kind of guy. So small hoodies don't work.
Yeah, I went to an event the other day and I got a couple t-shirts there and I'm very happy with them.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Great.
You can never have too many of those, you know, like promotional t-shirts just to kind of sleep in, lounge around the house.
Yep. Well, that comfort, I'll always go back to the comfort, like a good chair to sit in, good hoodie to wear, good lighting. Yeah, makes the sense.
I love how we started talking about marketing and now we're talking about our wardrobes.
Yeah. Hey, you got to go down different paths. That's what makes life interesting.
Yeah, before we start wrapping up, do you have any, you know, words of wisdom, thoughts, advice, anything you want to share?
Ooh. Well, there's one that has been with me for years and years and years,
Mhm.
and it goes as follows. When you listen, you learn. Where you share, you educate. And one of the things that I attempt to do every day is listen more than I share. In other words, I'm not into talking a lot. I'm listening to what's going on. And in that way, I can learn, but then I can figure out what it is that I want to educate as I'm working with people or creating something for going out a video or an article.
I love that. I think that's very good advice.
Yeah, it served me well over the years and all the different work that I did and the different countries that I visited and different things that I got up to.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Tell us, how could we get in touch with you? What's the best way to connect with you?
The best way is through the website, wealthmovement.com. That's WELLTH movement.com/contact. That just gets an email, comes right into me. The other way is, hey, jump on over to Younger, Older, Elder on YouTube and visit with me, see the videos, comment, like, share. And you get to know me that way, and you can leave a comment there, and I'll certainly get back to you very quickly.
Perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to have this conversation. I definitely feel like I listened a lot and I learned from you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And hey, can I ask you, what's a really sage piece of insight from you that we can all learn from? And I want to learn from you right now.
Ooh, that's a good question. I feel like a good quote/expression that I really like is everything is figure outable.
Ah, is that Marie Folio or your?
Yeah.
Marie?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I say that to myself constantly. Like when I'm trying to figure something out, I just remind myself, you know what? There is a solution. I don't know it yet, but there's a solution. I'm going to get there eventually.
Yep. Yep. Well, that's great. I think that's a great way to live too, isn't it?
100%. I appreciate you asking me that as well.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you to everyone so much who took the time out of their day to listen. I hope you got some valuable insight. And don't forget, I'm going to link all of Stephen's information in the show notes so you could easily connect with him and learn from him. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next episode. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.